Micromanager gets what she asked for. So someone in my department at work isn't pulling their weight, so everyone in the department across all branches has to now do this little tally sheet of how much of each task we do every day and how long it takes us. I call it a babysitting sheet. We've been doing them for a year as of May 1st. At this point, most managers don't care if we turn it in every day as long as we get them in every week. But one manager is a micromanager. And not even the manager of my branch. It's been a busy week. I was going to send management my sheets at the end of th week like a lot of other people do. Instead, the micromanager from another branch emails me like, "Oh, I haven't gotten any sheets from you in a week," and doesn't even CC my manager on the email. So, she wanted the sheets. I sent them. I sent her an apology email. Then I sent each sheet in a separate email and separate attachment. So now she has 5 emails from me in her inbox. And just to be petty, since she asks us to write everything we do all day, I wrote, emailed, manager, my tally sheet, and then put 5 tallies next to it. Not the most juicy malicious compliance, but I'm pretty satisfied with my level of passive aggression today. You can up your game 1 level next week. Email her asking if she has any questions and add it to 5 more sheets with follow-up sent every day. Then do the follow-up on follow-up. You get the picture? Love this. Something similar at my old job. My boss's wife was playing office manager one year and had us filling those things out. Her husband shut it down when he found that we were spending more time on her reports than on actual tasks. Had this at the old job where they had one X tracker for the primary contract and another for a standalone that was billed separately. I would add a 4,060-minute entry for completing trackers. Management told me not to do that and fold the time spent completing the tracker into an existing task. They didn't want clients to know how much time per week they were being billed for filling out a spreadsheet. If she isn't your branch manager, and not in the chain of command meaning higher up, I'd first confirm with my manager if I have to do what she wants. You could even do it hourly. Our firm had timecard charge numbers to directly charge for time we spent on each project. One project manager began demanding that we send her weekly reports of everything we did for her, broken down to the nearest 1/10 of an hour. With my manager's backing, I began sending weekly charging reports with daily line items for time spent preparing the charge reports. My report showed 1/10 of an hour of report writing time for each of 5 tasks per day times 5 days. She didn't like seeing that I was charging 2.5 hours a week keeping these records for her. It's too bad you couldn't start printing them off and barge into her office during a business meeting with 1 sheet at a time. Wash, rinse, and repeat every 510 minutes or so. I had a manager ask me to track my time once years ago. This is for a salary job. In retrospect, I think he must have been trying to find something on me, but I'm not sure what it is. Because multiple managers, including him, have commented on how much I get done. In fact, he said specifically that I get more done in 8 hours than others do in 10. He told me at the time that it was because I got so much done and he wanted to see how I do it. But I think it had to be something else. I did get a lot done. More than most other team members. On the other hand, I did not get along with that boss, so I suspect it was something nefarious. I've had 2 coworkers comment on how badly he treats me, and one overheard my manager screaming curses at me over something not my fault. My coworker said it would have made him quit on the spot. Anyway, I tracked everything I did, including the start and stop time. After a week or two I started including the start and stop times each time I had to update the stupid sheet. After I started doing that he told me I could stop. We did have a particularly troublesome team member that was a huge time sink for us. He would ask for help, then refuse to listen and argue with you for literally over an hour. He was uniquely capable of wasting the time of others. I did include that time in the sheet, so I'm wondering if my boss at the time was hoping I'd give him evidence against that person. It's in a manager's job description to keep track of the work from their direct reports. Hence the definition of manager. If workers are doing their tasks correctly, they should not have to send their manager a list of completed work daily, weekly, or ever. These managers are not doing their job. Save everything as images rather than documents so she can't easily cut, paste from them. I'd have done the same. Every time I filled in any activity on the sheet, I'd have followed it with filled in tally sheet 11.3211.34, had lunch 11.3511.59, and so on. If you don't normally send them to her, why did you bother? She may have sent the email to the wrong person. My work email system likes to autocomplete names to people I never usually email and who don't work for the company. Don't forget to include 0.2 hours per day for filling out the timesheets and scanning, emailing them to the manager. Doing undocumented work is bad, right? If they weren't the manager of your branch, I would tell them that they had to take it up with your branch manager first.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.